Hey guys, it's a couple of days after Christmas, so for those of you who I didn't get a chance to say it to, Merry Christmas, and anybody who watches this video, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Um, so if you watch my videos, thanks for watching. I'm going to start off by showing you this. I got a really cool, faux, ugly Christmas sweater with Snoopy on it. I'm a huge Peanuts fan. There's a bunch of it over my shoulders on the shelves behind me. I have those Charles Schulz collection books, which basically put together from all the different decades, I compiled all of the Peanuts cartoons, comic strips into one collection, but it's a massive collection. I have the first two. They were both Christmas gifts from a few years back, and they're amazing. So, most of these were not pickups. These were all Christmas gifts. I'm extremely grateful for all of them, so if my family and girlfriend should watch, I absolutely love everything you guys gave me this year. You were too nice to me this Christmas. But up first is my girlfriend said, no more just opening gift cards. I'm actually going to get you something. And she'd kind of hinted around. If I had the gift cards, what would I get? And I said I would love to get a PlayStation TV. And she got me one, and it's the deluxe version with the controller, a voucher for Lego the Movie, the video game, which I already have on the Xbox One, but it's still a lot of fun. So my girlfriend and I have not played that one together, so maybe we'll pop it in upstairs and play. This is going to go in my living room as opposed to my basement. That's where I have everything. The big TV setup is in my basement, not my living room, because we don't use the living room that much. But the PlayStation TV to be up there will be nice. It's actually going to replace my Blu-ray player, so any of you in the Grand Forks area, any of my friends that are looking for a Blu-ray player, let me know. If you're a good enough friend to have my cell phone number, shoot me a text and let me know if you'd like that Blu-ray player. I get that physical media is becoming more obsolete, but I have plenty of Blu-ray players at this point. So after I got the PlayStation TV, my sister asked if there's anything I wanted, and I said I would love to get Freedom Wars, and she got it for me. My sister and her family gave me Freedom Wars. I'm excited to have it. My buddy Mitch has a regular Vita, and Freedom Wars is 100% compatible with the PlayStation TV, so I'm extremely grateful to get that. Up next for my girlfriend is probably the last hurrah for me on the Xbox 360, Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Sunk maybe 2,500 hours into Borderlands 2. I got to at least level 20 or 30 with each character, but in particular the Siren and the Psycho, I played the hell out of. So, extremely happy to get Borderlands, the pre-sequel. And I know it's met to there's been a handful of sort of lukewarm reviews, but at least they changed it up. I mean, you're on the moon, so you have to get oxygen. There's the jumping mechanic allows you some weightlessness, and since there's no gravity, they actually added new mechanics to the game, which is far more than I can say for a lot of sequels. We get Ubisoft looking in your direction. You guys do the same formula for everything, and it's part of the reason why my PS4 hasn't been turned on. Is I picked up Far Cry 4 for the PS4, and it's just more of the same. It's not to say it's a bad game, it's just more of the same. And I say that going into this, that every year my parents have gotten me Call of Duty for Christmas. And I know that the Call of Duty formula, at least in the multiplayer, has been tried and true over and over and over again. And the single player I actually enjoy the single player. I love it. I play through it a couple of times. You know, I had It's a Very Call of Duty Thanksgiving where I played through Call of Duty 2, and I actually enjoy that. It's just the simplicity of being a good, competent first-person shooter. And if you watch this, don't correct me on this. I didn't say a great first-person shooter. I don't put the Call of Duty single player in with Halo or Half-Life or anything like that. I said the simplicity of being a good first-person shooter. Like Wolfenstein, the new Wolfenstein was amazing. And it's just a first-person shooter. There's no bells and whistles or tricks and gimmicks to it. You just play it, and that's what I like about Call of Duty. Up next, this is not a game, but my girlfriend gave me this for Christmas, the Big Lebowski Blu-ray with the digital HD. It's got the pop art cover, I believe is what it's called, with steelbook pop art cover with it's got a White Russian on a bowling lane with bowling balls as ice cubes. Really happy to have it. If you haven't seen Big Lebowski, I feel sorry for you. I'm not really going to explain what it is. This was a pickup for me. This was one that I picked up on my own. Guilty Gear Xrd or Zerd Sign, the limited edition. I understand that some outlets like Best Buy, Amazon, I don't know who else would sell a limited edition of it, but Best Buy and Amazon had trouble getting the actual limited edition in and out, so it was pushed back to the 23rd. So, yeah, I'm glad to get it. It'll give me a reason to fire up the PS4 again. Gonna go off on a bit of a tangent here. I picked this up at Best Buy at store 337 here in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and someone from Best Buy, maybe a regional manager is watching this, or should stumble across it, or someone forwards it to him. You guys need to understand that I was the only person in line for pickup, and it took 19 minutes to pick up a game. That's unacceptable. In Grand Forks, the Target, the Super Target, is literally across the parking lot. I picked up an item at Target, and they had to go pick it up for me. It wasn't ready, and I was still in and out of the store in less than 10 minutes. And our Target is massive in size compared to our Best Buy. So this needs to be fixed. You guys have to change that. And it seems like some of your managers do not care at that store about the pickup customers. The television commercials advertise how easy it is to do in-store pickup, how quick it is. Not the case in Grand Forks. The gentleman that was in front of me before I got there, as he was leaving, made the comment, it took me 15 minutes to get a DVD. Exactly. There were 3 people working the pickup counter, and as he was walking out of the pickup line, said, it took me 15 minutes to get a DVD. And it took me 19 minutes to get a game. So between the 2 of us, it was over a half an hour for 1 game, 1 DVD, and 3 people working the counter. So you had a ratio of 1.5 employees to 1 customer at the pickup counter. So please fix that. I don't want to be one of those people, but I do spend a lot of money there. I will, if someone from Best Buy should contact me, you can gladly look up my reward zone status, or my Best Buy is what it's called now. You can look up my Best Buy status and see how much money I've spent there. I'm not saying I deserve special treatment, but nearly 20 minutes to pick up 1 video game is unacceptable, and I think you guys would think that too. All right. Okay. So I've alluded to the fact that I do paper routes here in Grand Forks, and the money is not the money's not great. It's not terrible, but there are certainly days where if the papers come out late, or you have to be out there waiting for them to come out, you are certainly working for less than minimum wage, and we're contract workers, we're independent contractors, so they don't technically have to pay us minimum wage. But one of my paper routes in particular, my customers were extremely, extremely good to me as far as tips go. One of the 3 was really good. The second one, I was told by veteran carriers, that's about average. And the last one, it's a lot of old people that live on the routes. So as such, I got a lot of tips that were put in an envelope that said paper boy, not paper carrier or Herald carrier or anything like that. It flat out said paper boy. And a lot of those were like, you can tell who the older people are because they think candy is a good tip at the holidays, and it's a nice gesture, and I'm not complaining at all, but understand that we have to drive to pick up the papers. We have to drive to get we have to drive to get to the routes that we're doing. So, you know, at the very least, candy does not put gas in my car, and not complaining about it by any means, but there was certainly, between the 3 routes I do, there was certainly one that appreciated the hard work I put in. Understand that first route that I do usually gets their papers by 2:45 to 3 o'clock every morning, we have until 6:30 to get them out, so they're getting their papers really early. And the second route usually is done by 4:30, so, and the third route is done by 5:15. So I put those papers out really fast, and they're getting them really early. But as such, I used some of my tips and some of the gift cards I got, and I finally jumped in and got a Wii U. Super excited to get it. I also grabbed 2 Pro controllers because I got a couple of Target gift cards as tips from my some of my customers. So that was nice. I used my Gamers Club Unlocked and my $40 that I'd built up in Reward Zone coupons to pick up a couple of games at Best Buy. And this is the funny thing, Best Buy just complained about how slow your pickup counter was. I grabbed a Wii U and 2 games. I was in and out of the store the day after Christmas. The day after Christmas in under 15 minutes. But in-store pickup is supposed to be fast and easy. So I picked up Bayonetta 2, which I haven't opened yet. I'm told it's phenomenal. The only game that I've had a chance to dive into that I picked up was Hyrule Warriors. And this, for a Dynasty Warriors game, is actually quite amazing, because the W Omega Force, whatever they're called, from Key Tecmo, or Koei Tecmo, I don't know how that's pronounced, but they stayed fairly true to their source material, but at the same time stayed true to the Zelda source material. So Hyrule Warriors, I've played about 2 hours of it right now. I'm having a blast. Maybe after 25-30 hours of button mashing, I might get tired of it, but as of right now, I'm having a blast. And this was in our Target. I don't know why our Target here in Grand Forks still had a copy of this sitting on the shelf, because while this game got great reviews, no one bought it. It's also a platinum game, just like Bayonetta is, but I'm extremely happy to have it. It is the wonderful 101. It's a sort of isometric action RPG in which you have a bunch of heroes that unite, and you can cast spells, turn into different weapons, etc. It's I saw it running on a demo at a GameStop, and I was floored by it. And this is honestly one of the reasons I picked up a Wii U. The other two being, I really want to play the new Zelda game, and I wanted to get the new Mario Kart. But yeah, so to recap, the people were far too nice to me this Christmas, but I got a PlayStation TV, Borderlands the pre-sequel, Freedom Wars, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Day Zero Edition, Big Lebowski Pop Art Blu-ray, Guilty Gear Zerd or Xrd Sign Limited Edition. Then the biggest thing I got was, this was an actual pickup and not a Christmas gift, is the the Wii U, the Super Mario 3D World with Nintendo Land edition. I was actually one thing I will say, I was kind of disappointed to see that the games were pre-installed and not like just discs in a cardboard sleeve. 32 gigs goes awfully fast. I'll have to change that. I got Bayonetta 2. Sorry, that got the glare kind of hit it there. Bayonetta 2, Hyrule Warriors, and the game I am most excited to play on the Wii U, the wonderful 101. I said I was going to try to do a Game of the Year video, and I still intended on doing that. I just ran out of time on Christmas Day. I'll try to have that up by tonight or tomorrow, or maybe I'll even get it done on Wednesday. That's my day off from my main job. One thing I'm going to show you guys, we had a paper warehouse type store, like a Party City type thing, years ago here in Grand Forks that went out of business. And when I say years ago, I mean like 30 years ago. My mom bought one of those rolls that they use on, like at those stores that you see when they set up gift wrapping kiosks in malls and shopping centers, etc., where the roll of wrapping paper is massive, like, you know, where the roll is like this big. My mom bought this wrapping paper in the fall of 1983, and she still has probably enough to do 2-3 Christmases if she used it liberally, but she's been using it sparingly. So It's actually a fairly nice wrapping paper. I just wanted to tell the story. It has now been at 31 Christmases in our family. That's pretty amazing. There's a picture of me and my cousin Mike when I would have been 4 and he would have been 14, and we're both opening presents with this wrapping paper. Mike and I are getting old, we'll say that. So, but I'm extremely, extremely happy about this Christmas paper. I know my little sister thinks it's ugly. I actually don't think that. If you can see when I hold it up there, the actual designs on it, you know, they were obviously printed on there, but they have more of a hand-painted look. It looks like, to be honest with you, old-timey wallpaper, and that's one thing they did do better back in the day, was this wrapping paper is still substantial, and it's nearly 32 years old. So, yeah, thanks everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Comment, rate, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you for the Game of the Year video. Bye.